on? Am I on? Am I on? Am I on? Am I on? Yes. I spelled my name right today. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. I can spell my name. I had it spelled wrong like the last 2 times. And I think it's very distracting for people because they are dying. They're like, idiot, like your name is spelled wrong. But I just get so excited to hop on that I don't even take the time to spell my name right. So I just, so you know, I was aware. I just was too crazy to slow down and write my name correctly. So I did today. And not only that, but I found out you can use emojis. So look, I have a little fairy in my little name now, which is even better. So there you go. Thanks for popping on and saying hello, Robin. So nice to see you. If you don't register your name with StreamYard, I simply say this, but that's very exciting too. So don't worry too much about it. Hi! I love all the exclamation points. That's like a girl after my own heart. I always type everything with like 60 exclamation points. Oh, I'm so glad you like the class today. And Richie's here. Hello, everyone, she says. Lots of fairy drawers today. Drawers, that's such an awkward word. Hello. Oh, good. I'm seeing lots and lots of names today. Candy's in the house. Cecilia, Lori, Linda. Hello. Anne is here. Sandy Reed is in the house. Oh my gosh. Linda Hollers is here. Lots of students. Tanya Hazen is in the house. Jocelyn Root. If I don't call your name, don't be sad. I see a lot of this. So if I'm not saying your name, that's why. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like the weird software that I'm using. So I'm so sad. Caroline Scott is in the house. A lot of current Fun Fab Drawing Club members are participating in the Fairy Festivities. That makes me so totally happy. Hey, sis Joe. Hey, my friend. Oh, Joe, you'll be happy to know you were asking about t-shirts yesterday. Lucy and Bryden and I have made a bunch of like hilarious and inappropriate t-shirts, I should add, for our podcast. So I'm getting back on the t-shirt wagon. So I'll let you know when those ones are ready, the appropriate ones for Awesome Art School, I should say. So good morning. It makes me so happy to see everyone. Whoever this is, I can't yet, but just pop your name in the StreamYard little link above and that will make your name show up. I'm so excited. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm going to jump right in. Because I have a few things to talk about because I was just on the Facebook in the group and I was looking at all of your amazing drawings of the people who started their fairy drawings this morning. Now, I'm also streaming this morning in my Facebook page because a lot of people had trouble finding this in the group. So I'm hoping that because I'm on my page too, that more people that are doing the Fairy Festival can figure out where I am for this live stream. So I will be doing the giveaways, announcing the giveaways, but I just wanted to give you a little pep talk because in case you need it. And if you don't, just hang out with me and I'll be giving away the prizes too, no worries. So in case you're watching this and you're like, what the hell is this woman even talking about? I'm running a 5-day Fun Fab Fairy Festival. So it's called Fun Fab because I have a whole series of books called How to Draw Fun Fab Faces and how to draw more fun fab faces and how to draw fellas and I have a Fun Fab Flappers book. So I just love me some alliteration. So that's why I'm calling it the Fun Fab Fairies Festival or workshop. So I'm teaching 5 days and we're doing something every single day. So yesterday we did a mushroom and I'm going to check those out. And in a second, I'm going to share my screen so everybody can see who's not familiar. And I already chose the 3 winners at random for the giveaway. But when I went into the Facebook group this morning, and if you're not in the Facebook group, come on over, just search Awesome Art School and you'll find the Facebook group. And there was a lot of comments like, this was super hard and I've never drawn anything so hard in my whole life. And my eraser is almost all used up because, I almost have no paper left because I was using my whole eraser. So those were the comments that I was seeing, but the comments that I was seeing were right attached to like amazing drawings. So what is that about? So I want to talk about that for just a second. So, and also just start out by saying that today is the hardest drawing day. So congratulations. If you've done your fairy, that's actually the hardest. This is the hardest day. So tomorrow we're doing the grasshopper and the wings. And then day 4, we're doing the face, and we're going to shade her in black and white. And then the day 5, we're going to do her in markers. And so today's the hardest day. So this is why I want to give you a little bit of a pep talk, in case you need it. Because number 1, you might be like a little pissed, like the hardest day is day 2. Like, I don't have more of a warm up. Like, what the hell? So, number 1, despite some of the negative comments, not that they're super negative, but you know what I mean, like kind of down on yourself comments or saying like, this was so hard. I know while it's challenging, it can feel frustrating, but your results are awesome. So I just want to let you know that you can do this. Like, I just want to reassure you, like, you can do it. And I also don't want anyone who hasn't done the lesson yet to go and see the comments and then all of a sudden get discouraged and not even want to try. And that's also why I wanted to pop on today and just talk about that for a little bit. Now, why am I talking about that? So, one of the ways that I teach is that it's super duper important for me to get across a sense of fun to my students. It's like the most important thing to me that my students are having fun, like more than anything else. Like, more, I don't care if your drawing sucks. Like, I don't care if this is hard. I don't care if you haven't done it for 50 years. Like, I want you to have fun first, okay? Because if you're having fun, like, you're gonna draw more, right? So this brings me to this is like my teaching style. And I just wanted to, this is super interrupting. What are you doing? The worst. My husband should know better. So this is sort of my teaching style. And I have this actually printed it out in my books that you get with your membership when you sign up to work with me, because it's super important. And it's on like the first piece of paper. And the acronym for the way that I like to teach is, it's actually FART, but that's really inappropriate. So I'm going to just say ART for now, but just know that FART is fun. The F in the FART means fun, because like I just said, that's the most important. So the letter A stands for attitude, 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 attitude. So and this comes from kind of where I started teaching. So I started teaching kids, and I used to teach kids privately from my home. Where I live in North Carolina, the kids are on a year-round school system. So there's always kids home all year round. There's always some sect of kids that are not in school. So I taught kids year-round from my home. And I taught kids mostly girls from age 5 to 18, and I would have them constantly. And I would see the little ones, like 5 to 8, would do their little drawing with me, right? They'd be like, do, and they like would hold up this like hot mess of a drawing. They'd be like, okay, oh my God. And I'd be like, you rock, Sister Fred. And they'd be like, yeah, I do. Like, I totally do. And then they would like go back to work and they would like do their little thing. Right? Sean, are you going to be in there for a while? No. You're making me really self-conscious.
I'm glad you still feel nervous around me after all these years.
I know. I'm trying to talk to my students.
Trying to take your dog for a walk.
Oh, okay. Get out. She's waiting.
Come on.
Hi, Poopy. Shut the door. I love you. Okay. And then I would have a class with my like 9 and 10 and 11-year-old girls. And then they would be down in their drawing and they would be like, oh, I'd be like, how are you doing on your drawing? And they'd be like, I'm the worst. Like, I'm the worst. I can't do it. It's so hard. And I'd be like, what? Like, then theirs would be like 80 times million better than the 5-year-olds, right? But the 5-year-old's like, I'm rocking my drawing. And the 9-year-old's like, I'm the worst artist in the world. So doing that for so many years, it just got me really thinking so hard about like why we lose, like why our need to be perfect somehow like kills the joy for the artists that's within our inner child. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really super bothered me. So when I started knowing that, like, and there was like a line, like it's right around when like puberty starts. There's like a division between the little girl who's like, I'm the best artist in the world, and like the older girl who's like, I suck. So I really wanted to like really dive into that, and like from that point on, make having fun a priority. Because then what I noticed is that when I was teaching kids, like the more fun and loose and like I was approaching the subject so they could have success, and the more I was like, oh my God, you're so awesome, like I would kind of like give them pep talks and whatever, like they got into it, and then they stopped so much with the negative comments, and then they really, you could see them like ease into the belief that maybe they weren't so bad, you know what I mean? Like they'd be like, oh, like the 9-year-old would be like, oh, all right, I'm not so bad. Maybe I don't suck. You know what I mean? So from that point on in my teaching, it became forever and ever my most top priority to make sure that my students know that they're awesome. Like, guys, like, we're awesome. It's so cool. And like, you can do it. And part of the reason that, and so attitude is like, fun is the first letter, but A is really attitude, because I think if you can, and sometimes it's really hard because you, as adult women, like we are trained to be down on ourselves. Like it's kind of like, and I don't know if it's our culture or age or whatever, but like we're always, it's hard to like lose the perfectionism and to like just shake it off. And like, but I really do want you to try to like connect with your 5-year-old self and not your 9-year-old self. Do you know what I mean? Because you are awesome. And that having that attitude and trying to like think about that girl when you're drawing and you experience, like, I want you to like kind of tap into your feelings when you're drawing. And see the result, like see if you can let go a little bit and like try to care a little bit less. And I want you to like hold up your hot mess and be like, that's the best mushroom I've ever drawn, bitches, like whatever. So, because it really ends up having an impact on your art. Because what happens is, it's kind of like riding a bike. Like when you're 5, same age, and you're trying to learn a bike, it seems like I have to ride down a hill on these teeny skinny tires that are only like this thick. Like what? It like seems impossible. Like you look at the fairy drawing for today's assignment and you're like, I'm supposed to draw hands and a profile face? Like what? But if you can just like silence your inner critic, press play on the video, grab your pencil and like shut up your brain and just draw with me, I promise you, you will be amazed at what you can do. Okay? So that's why attitude is so important. And what happens if you stop worrying about the results and you just relax and have fun and draw along, like suddenly you're doing things you never thought possible. So attitude is everything. And that's why it's number 1, but really F is number 1 because fun, fart, it's funny, whatever. Okay, so that's A. I promise I'm going to give out prizes, I promise. Okay, so before I move on to the R&T, and I won't talk as long about those because they're honestly, nothing is as important as your attitude. It's just not. So I'll promise I'll be really quick when I talk about those. I'm going to quick read comments, and then I'm going to dive into R&T, and then I'm going to give away some prizes. Okay, what are we eating? Where are we eating at? Oh, yes. Good. Oh, good. Hilarious. Okay, this might be my favorite comment. That bottom goes. That's hilarious. Look at your drawing, Melissa Johnson. That's from the exercise I have in the classroom. Yes. I know you've been practicing. Yes. Okay. Yes. Fake it till you make it. Totally, says Sierra. Love. Okay. Awesome. All right. Love the little chatty comments. So good. Okay. So that's A. Attitude is everything. So when you're posting on Facebook and you put your pictures up, try not to be saying things like, I'm the worst and this is super hard. And just look at the end and be like, be your inner 5-year-old and be like, oh my God, I'm awesome. Look at my freaking awesome picture. Okay. So R is for repetition. So repetition, like we all know, you get better when you do things more. So erase as many times as you want. Doesn't matter at all. Erase a million times. literally doesn't matter. That's fine. You're doing something over and over and over again. You're going to get better. That's just practice. Everybody knows that. That's not rocket science, but it really does make a difference. If you make a mistake on one, draw it again. Okay? You draw it one time and you're afraid to mess it up. While I gave you a bonus lesson on all the different ways you can make copies of your work, try drawing it again because that will make you better. And then you'll have 2 versions and that will make you better. Okay, so repetition is super important. And then the last one is also important, which is technique. Now, it just doesn't hurt to have a few skills under your belt. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, ladies, I know you're like me. You go to Michael's, you go to Joann's, you're in Jerry's Artorama, you go to Dick Blick, and you want to buy every art supply under the sun. Like, trust me, my art studio is filled from floor to ceiling. I totally get it. But I would just make a subtle suggestion, which is before you go and acquire every single art supply that's ever known to man, perhaps learn to use a few of them, like the way that they're supposed to be used, because it's amazing what you can create when you know what to do with all of those art supplies. So taking things like this workshop are fantastic because having some skills and learning some techniques and then coupling them with your art supplies, that is much more powerful than just owning every art supply that there is to buy, because Lord knows we're all trying to get them all. I totally hear you on this one, but it is super cool to pause and learn a few things about how to use them. And again, like things like this workshop are a perfect opportunity to really and you know me, I love a million mediums, so I'll always be introducing you to new things anyways. But yeah, it's cool to learn just some actual techniques. And there are, what I love too is like coupled with like these workshops and my drawing books, we have like guidelines that you can use over and over and over again. So in your fairy workshop classroom, I gave you 5 different PDFs resources that you can print off and take with you when you're practicing your faces, because I know you're going to be practicing more faces, right? Yes, yes, yes. So you can take those with you and practice over and over again. But those guidelines are the techniques I'm talking about. They give you a real concrete backbone so that you can create and recreate things on canvas or in your art journal. Or do you see what I mean? Like having those, just a few techniques like that can make a huge difference. And then you're not just like fumbling around in the dark and like just making random messes in your art journals. Like you can make some awesome stuff. So I hope you're enjoying all the resources that you're getting with the workshop. And make sure you pull through. I have tabs and tabs. I have like extra videos, and check out the YouTube channel. Those are all free videos. I have like 400 art videos on YouTube that you can go and learn lots and lots of things. So take advantage of all those resources. All right, who's ready for the giveaway? Because I am. Okay. All right. No, it's not too late. You can go to awesomeartschool.com. The early pricing went goodbye this morning, but you can absolutely still join. And it's 5 days. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's still a good deal. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not any question. I'll take questions at the end. Okay, let's do the giveaway. So yesterday I am giving away 3 prizes every single day of this whole thingamajiggy. Where's my notes? So my 5-year-old drawing got in the way of my prize winners. Okay, so first I'm gonna share my screen. So in case you're like starting on day 2 and you're not sure what's going on, so there's awesomeartschool.com. There we are doing 5 days of classes. Day 1 was yesterday. Everybody had until today noon to post their first day's drawings. By the way, 855. Like there's a lot of people playing. So hopefully that's really inspiring too. It's very inspiring for me. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go look at, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at, I'm going to go look at these mushrooms. So here are the mushrooms. Look at this, 863, you guys. That's so many. That's insane. So the first assignment was the mushroom, and it was due by noon today to be entered into the giveaway. But look at all these crazy, crazy, awesome drawings. We got shading. We got, oh, look at this. Lori Smith is having fun. Look at all that shading, different size and shape. And a lot of people have been commenting, and I totally, totally agree how different everyone's are, but also how similar, you know what I mean? So that's really cool about, like, if you're wondering about how to find your style, this is where you discover that, is when you do hold your drawing up to someone else and be like, oh, I'm a little heavy-handed, or which is fine, or I'm a little light-handed, which is fine. There's no bad anythings when it comes to art. But you can kind of start making little notices of these differences and be like, oh, you know, whatever. It's just interesting to observe. There's nothing good or bad or right or wrong about all of it, but you can kind of just start to make little differences between your arts and I mean, compare it in the nicest way possible. I don't mean to compare yourself to anyone else in any bad way. Just a note on style is all I'm talking about. But these are amazing, you guys. These are amazing. These are amazing mushrooms. Okay, there's so many, and it's from that thread that I chose the winners for today. Now, day 2 is today, and that's why I gave you that little pep talk, because we're doing a whole girl, and she does have hands, and she is in profile. It's not this picture, but it's another one. So here you can see people have, this is what it looks like. Their little her little fairy body is sitting on this mushroom. Alicia went her own way and is using her own reference, which is totally fine. So Kim Brown was saying hands are so hard. I know they really are, but look how well she did. She said she really struggled for getting the angles right on the profiles, took ages. But you know what, girlfriend? You killed it, Kim. Like, you did so well. So while I know you struggled, and there was a lot of comments like these, that's why I was kind of talking about my philosophy, because I know it's easy to kind of get struggling over it, but like, you did great. You did super great. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You did awesome. Like, it's okay to struggle now and again, right? That just means you're trying hard. It's a new skill, but just have fun. Just have fun and don't worry about it. Erin says she loved this exercise because drawing figures is what I'm trying to improve on right now, and breaking things down into shapes makes it so much easier. Yes, and that is, I love that she showed her process on this, because that's exactly how I was teaching. So I love it. It's such a neat little way to break it down. So tomorrow we'll have the grasshopper, and we will have, so Erin, is that your trace over the reference? That's a great little trick to, of course, that's what I was doing in the classroom too, but gonna like break complicated forms down into basic shapes so that you can draw them. So thank you for that little side-by-side. That is awesome. So I just want to share my screen in case people were unfamiliar with what was going on. And then if you want to post and be entered into the giveaway for tomorrow, then you post your pictures here. So you find this in the announcements section of the Facebook group right here where there's announcements. Okay, so without further ado, I will, take this one away and I'll announce the winner. So these are just chosen at random. Everyone is entered to win just by participating. It's not based on how well you do or whatever. Okay. The first prize every day, I'm going to do them in order every day, is a $25 gift certificate to Amazon or cash. Whatever is easiest for you. Jan Bettridge is the winner. Now, I don't have your email addresses on Facebook, so I will post this in the Facebook group when I'm done. So please email me so that I can get you your prizes, okay? The second one, and again, I'll post the names afterwards, is your art book of choice. I have 18 art books to choose from. I went through all of them in yesterday's live, so I'm not going to go through them again. If you want to see them all in detail, I actually downloaded yesterday's live and I uploaded it onto YouTube, and I put that link in the Fairies classroom. So you can actually go and rewatch the whole live if you missed it yesterday, and see all the book. I flipped through all of them. So you can see your choices there. There's also a link to Amazon, so you can see all of, oh no. Uh-oh, I have this, I just got a thing that it said they're having trouble. Uh-oh. Trouble streaming to Facebook. Oh no, let's see, hold on. Great creating, you've got to remove this destination and then re-add it. Okay. I'm going to, hold on, I'll be back. Remove. Okay. I think I lost my Facebook group, but I'm still on my page, and now I just re-signed up onto my Facebook group. I'm going to give it a second. I just rejoined. Let me know if you see it now. Oh, technology, isn't it just fabulous? Can you hear me now? I think like I said, I think I'm still streaming on my page, but I lost my Facebook group, but I just re-added you. For those that are watching on the Facebook group, can you see? Can you see me? I'm gonna post a comment. Oh. Remove. No, I don't want that. Oh, good. Okay, I think it's back. Okay. There's a delay too, so it's a little awkward. Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, that was good. I'm glad I used StreamYard. This software is awesome, but it's also can be trouble, but that just, yay. Okay, sorry, there was like a glitch. I lost the Facebook group, but now I popped myself back in. Okay, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I stopped talking to troubleshoot that. Okay, cool. It gave me a panic attack. It gave me a panic attack too. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, so I was just saying you can rewatch yesterday's and see all the things. I put everything is in the Fairies workshop, so you can always go and log in there and see that. So Linda Goodman, you are the winner of the art book of your choice, so that is fine. And then here's my stack with like giant stack of art books there, and then I have a whole stack of journals. And by the way, I also just created like an 8.5 by 11, a large journal. And that actually just got published and is arriving to my house today. So I'll show you guys that one tomorrow. And the winner of that journal is Charlene McDonough. I hope I'm saying that way. Charlene McDonough. Yeah, it must be that. McDonouh. McDonough? Yeah. So Charlene, you're the winner of the art. So Jan Bettridge got the gift card. Linda Goodman won the art book, and Charlene McDonough won the journal. So yeah, those are all the prizes for today. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna put we're gonna add the grasshopper on her head, and we're gonna do her butterfly wings in the back, and shade, and watercolor. I also decided, I said in yesterday's live that I was gonna do a marker demo on Thursday. I'm gonna change that to tomorrow night. So just in case somebody is like decides that they're dying to try and they don't have them and they want to go try them, it gives you 2 days to get those instead of just one. There's still no pressure. It's totally optional, but I'm going to do that demo tomorrow at the same time, 1 o'clock. All right. Does anyone have any questions before I go? Does anyone have any questions? Questions about the lessons? Questions about Facebook? Questions about my fart philosophy, questions about Facebook or YouTube, any questions? And there is like a little bit of a lag, so I'll just sip my drink if you have any. You're welcome. So tomorrow, will there be 2? Do you mean 2 lessons, or do you mean, I'm not sure what 2 refers to. Let me know what you mean. Oh, good. I'm so glad Anne's having a good time. Be here tomorrow. Oh my God, this is my favorite comment right here. And I'm loving it. And the fart is amazing. Thank you so much, Donna. Donna is a longtime Fun Fab Drawing Club member who clawed her way through the hands drawings. And oh, that was another, actually, I wanted to share that with you as well. I got the nicest email yesterday from a student, from a Fun Fab Drawing Club student. I'm going to read this to you, actually. I asked her if I could share it because it was like so nice. She's a Fun Fab Drawing Club student. Oh, that's not it. And she was switching from, we were chatting because she was switching from the monthly membership to the annual one. And she wrote me this comment, and I wanted to read it to you guys because, oh, Giovanna, I just love you. Oh, someone asked a question about re-explaining the proportion on arms and hands on the fairy. Let's see. Oh, hand size proportion. Oh, there's lots of questions. Okay, I'll save my quote. Let me just, the drawing club. Sorry, there's a lot of questions. Okay, I'm just gonna go through these one at a time. So the marker demo will be tomorrow at 1. Yes. Yep, tomorrow at 1, same time. Oh, how was your dad? That's so sweet. He's doing better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, he's out of the hospital. My dad had a really bad bike accident, and he is doing better. Thank you. The drawing club doors close on May 3rd. What's the best eraser for watercolor paper? So I only use one eraser because I love it so much. It's the Vanish eraser. And I use it for everything. I buy mine at Jerry's Artorama. It's about $2 at Jerry's, and it's like $7 on Amazon. So I do highly recommend not buying it on Amazon if you can find it from Jerry's, but it's literally called Vanish Eraser. There is a link in the classroom, but it's cheaper if you go to Jerry's. All their links are Amazon just because everybody has access to Amazon. It's the only reason I give those links out. Is it easier to erase on hot pressed? I don't think so. I think it's my eraser. That Vanish eraser is so gosh darn good. The only thing that Vanish eraser doesn't work well on is charcoal, but literally everything else is like a dream. Yeah, so if you guys are having questions about the actual things in the lesson, what I will do is I will read them out now, and I will record. Since I'm up in my office and I'm not in my studio, I can go and record some extra videos to help with these questions, and I will put them in the classroom for you there. So yes, I will reteach anything that's not clear for sure. So I'm reading these right now. I can definitely go over hands again. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, there are 2 videos today. Yes, that's hilarious, Brenda. Yeah, there's actually 3 videos, a ton of references, and a few things. Yeah, you have to, when you go into the classroom, like scroll through. Let me see if I can pull it up actually. I'll pull it up and show you. Okay, here, I'll just share my screen. So here oh, let me get this down so you can see. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so here's the fairy classroom. So for example, like this is where the video is from yesterday. I just uploaded it here, so this is new. But yeah, you make sure you comb through all of these, but right down here. So this is today's lesson, drawing the fairy. So it's a half an hour. So we're doing just the fairy today, and we did the mushroom yesterday. This is where the PDF comes from, from the profile. There's my dumb face. So that's the intro. these are the resources from my book that you can print out. Here are the references. Yeah, and then there's one video and then 2 videos right there. So yeah, that's what today's lesson looks like. Okay, cool. Sorry if you guys are having Facebook issues. All right. Oh, I cut out. I'm back. I don't know what's going on. You guys, sorry. Having technical I don't think anything works on colored pencils. I don't think colored pencils are erasable in general because they're wax based. Sometimes if colored pencils are drawn on acrylic paint, you can erase, but they're really non-erasable because they're oil and wax based, so they're just not made. Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why things keep cutting out. Do you need me to re-show you the classroom since that was cutting out, I think? Yes, Facebook is being special. I know. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yes, thank you, Bryn. Yeah, there are, I was going to say species of pencils. There are certain kinds of pencils that you can erase. Yes, Cool Erase is, Prismacolor has erasable pencils as well. I like to use like Stabilo because they're water soluble because then I can just like wash them away also. That's a great question. Yeah. Oh, I was going to read you that quote for my student. Oh, would this tutorial be suitable for a 10-year-old art lover? I don't see why not. I mean, you can, I've definitely taught 10-year-olds for many years, and it's pretty amazing what they can do for sure. Cecilia is asking, she would probably love, I mean, she'd probably love the whole thing. Sure, I don't see why not. She'd probably love the faces. The faces are so fun. Faces are fun for me too. Oh, I was going to read you a quote from this Fun Fab Drawing Club member, and I love this because you'll find out at the end why I love it so much. It says, it's a little bit long, but she said, I love the way you teach. I'm learning so much. Like many others, I never thought that I would be able to draw faces or anything else. Drawing all the hands, and Donna Holmes she did all the hands. So there's 31 hand lessons in the Fun Fab Drawing Club. Drawing all the hands was a real eye-opener for me and has made my observational skills so much better. Yes, like anyone who wants to work on their observational skills, take the hand drawings because that absolutely is insane for that. I'm having so much fun learning how to use all the different mediums, and I'm more confident in showing what I've been doing to my friends. My art has literally been a lifesaver during COVID, which I think we can all agree, and months of being chair-bound due to multiple bleeds into my knee. Never would I have thought that I could learn all of these things at my young age of, are you ready? 74. Jill, come on. So I just want you to know, if you are joining these lessons as a beginner, or if you're in your 60s or 70s or 80s, like, you're not alone. There's a lot of other women that are here that are starting their journey like later in life, and you are with a huge number of people that are on the same journey as you are, and it's so fun. So I just wanted to celebrate you if you're new or you're beginner, or you're feeling like, why am I here? Like, I shouldn't be here. I have no business being here. I can't do these things. Like, you can, and it doesn't not matter how old you are. You can be 10 and you can be 74. If you want to be here and you have a sense of fun, like, that's all you need. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Bryn is a super accomplished artist, saying the hand drawing course was awesome. It really transformed, and this is what I was chatting with Jill on email last night, was it really transforms your ability to see things in a new way, and then you can draw better because you really see differently. It's like really kind of crazy. It really, really does. Oh, good. Yes, I totally agree. You can use any medium you want. Sure, yeah. We are not graded at Awesome Art School, so you can do whatever you like. I'm just teaching I teach how to color it in watercolors tomorrow, but you can use colored pencils, you can do acrylics, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure the paper is suitable for whatever mediums you're using. So if you do want to do watercolors with me, make sure your project is drawn on watercolor paper. And if you do want to do markers with me on Friday, make sure you're working on paper that's suitable for that. And all the links to that kind of stuff is all in the classroom for you. Oh, that's the best. Karen specializes in fixing I can't draw. Yeah, thank you, Alyssa. That's a huge compliment. That's awesome. Oh, good. Yay. I don't know why I was cutting out like that. What is the next month to subscribe to your awesome art school? September. I only open my doors twice a year. April and September. Oh, good, Candy. You're so sweet. Oh, no. Oh, my God, that's hilarious. Okay, I just have to read this. I lost the end of your live stream just after the first answer. Interestingly, your live stream was replaced by what appeared to be an agitated bread maker on a kitchen counter. That's hilarious. That was, I think that was the video of my bread maker I got when COVID first started and I didn't know how to work it and the lid was not on and the whole thing was like, I think you got rolled to see that video. Sorry. That's hilarious. And I'm so glad you're bringing your 5-year-old self to class tomorrow. That's the best. That's awesome. I don't know why I was cutting in and out, but just like yesterday, I take these lives, I download them and I upload them to my Awesome Art School YouTube channel. I actually have 4 YouTube channels. If you want the ones that are for this workshop, they're at the Awesome Art School channel, but I will upload them to that Fairy's classroom for you. So everything is in the classroom for you. Everything that you missed is there. Links, supplies, all the lives, information about the prizes, everything is in there. So, all right. Well, I think that wraps up today. Oh, I did. I am getting that warnings thing. Okay. Well, I'm going to upload these onto YouTube, like I said. And I'm sorry if this was interrupted for anyone else. I love you, and I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. and I will do a demo for you on the markers tomorrow. Okay. Stay tuned. Be awesome. Be 5. Goodbye. And hopefully I can